This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. First and foremost, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. This is the brother Yeshaya, part of MOVSC, Men of Valor, South Carolina. And this lesson is going to be about catching hell. Now, as I so often do, get a lot of inspiration from the for videos from the elder, and like all of us do, from the elder Manak Zakba. Now, this lesson is going to be stemmed from a previously recorded live, a re-upload that went on today, and the elder was getting into, how once you're in this truth, man, you're gonna catch hell. It's not like, you're just gonna be whisked off into the sunset. Everything is not gonna get good, because his point was these how did he say it? The church going people. Let's see, like, all right, your average Christian, they'll come into this thing, and then they'll like, okay, well, this is it, and then think everything is just gonna be peachy keen from there, which it's not. Now, what I'm gonna do, since I'm not explaining it right, I'm gonna find that video, and I'm I started the camera. I should have, just played his video, but I'm gonna try to put it in the description if I can, or make a screenshot of it. But yeah, once you get into this truth, man, that's when the floodgates open. All right. Of course, these words, they're like honey to your mouth. The stages of digestion, you first start eating this roll, and it's sweet to your mouth as honey. But then once it gets digested and it hits, the esophagus, once it gets to the stomach, then, hey, man, AKA once you get, into this truth, and, the Lord presents you with your personal slice of hell. I think he says something along those lines, but yes, the Lord will present you with your personal slice of hell, because every brother is going through things, but we're not going through the same thing. But it's to the threshold to where basically the Lord made everybody different, but he knows their limits, and we all get pushed to our limits, man. But anyway, let me read Sirach 2, verse 1 again, which, us brothers went through this. We go through this a lot, but hey, it's a great chapter, and, this is living waters. Sirach 2 and 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So that's right. You got to set your heart aright, meaning your mind. Gird up your loins, okay, of your mind. And constantly endure, okay? And the word endure, as we all know, means to be made hard. So the Lord is going to put you through certain things, put you through certain trials and tribulations, to where he's going to harden you. And hey, it's a blessing, because a lot of these people that's out here in this world today, they don't have that. The Lord didn't deem them fit to chasten them, as he do his sons, okay? And that's just talking about the elect, But, of course, women and children are included, but the 144,000, which are all men, are at the top of that list, all right? The ones that are teaching, the ones that's in this thing active, hey, we catch a lot of hell, man, and brothers, and every brother is catching hell. I don't care who you are. We got good days and got bad days, man. Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. That's right. So when we, made that vow to him that we was gonna push his word, all right, and edify his sheep, feed his lamb, and feed his sheep, we Salaki, got a baby crying in the background. Oh my goodness. All right, it says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So, you got to cleave unto the Lord. All right. Or I actually skipped a verse like you constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. So when the Lord does present you with a lost job or um, uh, a health issue, your woman coming up and bucking up against you, and or she might even leave you when you come into this thing. But that's the thing, us brothers, we should have taken account of. And the elders and the apostles, they always say, they always bring up this chapter, because in this chapter, it's basically telling you that once you cross that line, all right, once you call yourself a Hebrew Israelite and you start doing the best that you can with the dietary laws, and then you start to learn more about Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and you're in this thing, man. Okay, and you can't be half-assed on it, because then, hey, that's an offense to the Lord right there. The Lord said, "Rather you be hot or cold, and not lukewarm." So this is a tight rope, man. What is that scripture? It says, "Well, only one man can go at once. There's a fire on one side and a deep water on the other side, man." So we all going through things. Verse 4? No, verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So, hey, whatever the Lord has set up for you, hey, you just got to take it on the chin, man. You got to, like the elder apostle Tahar always says, you have to learn how to love suffering. And that's not a quote. I mean, that's not a saying that is easily interpreted, because once you hear it, you're like, hey, what's going on? I got to want to suffer. No, you have to basically accept whatever the Lord has coming to you. All right, your trials and tribulations, and don't bitch up, so to say, and want to say, hey, I don't want to be a part of this no more. This ain't for me, blah, blah, blah. Man, we done seen it happen, man. All right? But the last estate of that man is worse than the first. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So, hey, that's that fiery furnace of adversity, of affliction, okay? Hey, cleaning off that dross of the world that we all had, that we all have, and it's a process, man. And I will be lying to you if I tell you it's the easy process. But the love of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that us brothers have, okay, and first and foremost, the fear, because what they say, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. But then that love as well, but that's all in one. But I'm not going to go into that. Let's go 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as some strange thing happen unto you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. So, we always got to think, no matter what we're going through, Yahweh Shai went through the worst death known to man. He went through the worst death known to man. Now, we only know part of the whole ordeal, but through the Spirit, the elders and the brothers have been breaking it down. It's like been breaking it down. Hanging on that cross. He basically he was basically suffocating, because when you are pinned to a cross, you have to hold yourself up with the stakes in your hand, man, and in your feet. And then not to mention the ordeal he went through bearing his cross. And that's where that saying comes from. You got to bear your cross, and we're all bearing our cross, man. It's conditions of the battle, and I'm not saying like I'm just tough guy, I'm like, oh yeah, I already know about all this, and come on, bring it on. But I know for a fact that um, hey, I've been through a lot as in this truth as a lot of brothers have. Hey, and I'm fully persuaded in my own mind. I ain't going nowhere. I mean, where else is there to go? You know, and that's the mentality you gotta. Um, I ain't even gonna say that, but yeah, I was gonna say something, but that it'd have been misinterpreted. But let's go to the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 25. Shoot, let's start at 22. And are they Hebrews? And this is Paul, speaking. Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I. Are they ministers of Hamashiach? I speak as a fool. I am more. In labors more abundant, in stripes above measure, in prisons more frequent, in deaths oft. So Paul, all right, knows the conditions of these battles. Okay, he's presenting it as a a question, all right, a rhetorical question, okay, but this is here for an example. All right, verse 23. Oh, Slaki, Satan wanted but yeah, hey, this is a testimony of Paul. All right, he and the scriptures also say what we have not striven unto blood yet. So a lot of us haven't even been on the street corners and actually been beat, like a beating, by whether it be 2/3 or other nations or the Roman centurions. We haven't did that and shook it off and kept going. Okay, but the disciples have been through that. They were beat. All right, you can go to the book of Acts. They were beat. All right. And praise the Lord for that. Come on, man. That's beautiful. They were beat and they praised the Lord. Come on, and we need to do that when we're going through our certain things that hasn't really resulted into physical harm by other people in some cases, but it's an overall the overall example. Verse 24 of the Jews 5 times, and he's gonna go rattle down what he goes through. So this should be like, okay, so what am I complaining about when you read about what Paul went through? Of the Jews 5 times received I 40 stripes save one. Thrice was I beaten with rods. Once was I stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. A night and a day I have been in the deep. And that's scary, man. When you shipwreck in deep ocean, there wasn't no damn light towers out there. It's dark. All you hear is waves crashing. Might have been a storm. He said it was shipwrecked, so hey, ain't no telling, man. A night and a day I've been in the deep. In journeys often, in perils of water, in perils of robbers, in perils of my own countrymen, in perils of the heathen, in perils in the city, in perils in the wilderness, in perils in the sea, in perils among false brethren. Okay, so dang, man, hey, he went through a lot. All right, and we're doing the same thing. We can apply our struggles, and we can apply, all right, the way we should operate in this truth to the examples that we have left for us. Paul, Job, which is the screenshot that I'm gonna probably use as the cover. A depiction of Job. Job went through holy hell. Job had his whole family killed. He lost everything. He lost everything. And then on top of that, he had boils on his body. And then his wife coming up against him. So, hey, and he kept his integrity, like the scripture said. Okay, I'm gonna skip down to, for time's sake, 29. Who is weak and I am not weak? Who is offended and I burn not? If I must needs glory, I will glory in the things which concern my confirmities. Okay, so hey, if you doing what you need to do, like really doing what you need to do for the Lord, and you know it, you're gonna take those infirmities and you're gonna take that whatever comes your way, because you're not in your mind thinking, oh, the Lord, he's trying to just get me out of here. I might as well just exit stage left and go back in the world. No, man. This is something that's a part of the conditions of the battle, like I keep saying. Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 8. Start at the 32nd verse. He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? So our walk is kind of similar, all right, because it says joint heirs, right? Kind of similar to Yahweh Shai's. So with that, you got to look at the whole situation. How is, sorry, how, okay? How should we look at ourselves if the Most High Yahweh, you know, put his own son through that, which he gave him the glory at the end, but at the same time, like I said before, we're supposed to be joint heirs, right? So we got to have and equip ourselves with that mind state of Yahweh Shai, really, you know. And I'm saying mind state because nobody could have did what he did, even nobody, all right? No man, period. Let's see. Yeah, verse 33. Whom shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is Yahweh. It is the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that justifieth. Who is he that condemneth? It is Hamashiach that died, rather that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of Yahweh, who of the Most High, Yahweh, who also maketh intercession for us. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? So, hey, ask yourself right there, what or who? Nothing. Shall tribulation, all right? You going through a little thing, your car break down, you got you lose a job, you ain't got a job, you got a terrible job. What you know, your woman coming up, bucking up against you, your kids, what health, what can keep us away from Yahweh? By Hashem Yahweh Shai, nothing, because the elect is, hey, no man can pluck the elect out of Yahweh Shai's hand. All right. Who is he that condemneth? It is Hamashiach, Slakia. Shall back at 35, who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? As it is written, for thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. So, hey, we going in this thing and we know, all right, we know, you know, that everything, the odds are against us. The world hates us. You know, the whole world hates us, man. But they hate us because they hated Yahweh Shai first, right? Nay, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, the Most High, Yahweh, which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, our Lord. So that's your answer right there. Nothing should keep you away from the serving the Lord. All right? I mean, what? What is it? Because he controls everything anyway. So basically, you're succumbing to a lesser. You're succumbing to a lesser situation, which is ran or dictated by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Anyway, hopefully that made sense. All right. 1 Thessalonians 3:3. Yeah, that no man should be moved by these afflictions. Come on, man. For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. So come on, man. All right, we know this. All right, we know that we're going to catch hell in this thing. We didn't come in this thing and say, all right, you know what? I'm about to get a job and a woman. Inside joke. All right, we came in this thing not knowing what the hell was ahead of us, you know, hearing testimonies from brethren, you know, the apostles. First and foremost, but you know, it's saying trickling down to the elders, the bishops, the brothers, the upcoming elder brothers. You know, we've heard their testimonies, man, and we have our own as well. Okay. Where was I? Yeah. For this cause, when I could no longer forbear, I sent to know your faith, lest by some means the tempter have tempted you, and our labor be in vain. So there you go, man. Hey, come on, man. We gonna have to go through this. Like, you can't be a bitch ass person, serving the Lord. All right, because you're gonna get weeded out. You either gonna leave on your own power, or the Lord is gonna do it, man. You know, and that's a shameful thing for you for you to just give up. You know, mm. I can't see it now. Lord's will, of course. But let's go to, I mentioned Job, right? Job 38. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee and answer thou me. So, hey, he's telling Job, stop whining, stop complaining. All right. Hey, gird your loins up. All right. Hey, you know what it is. Take whatever I'm handing to you. You ain't dead. That's my motto right there. You ain't dead. All right. So this is mercy, pretty much. Nah, but hey, he ain't dead. So just take whatever you have, and there's always a silver lining in a dark cloud. All right. So you can, death is the easy part. You know. And but also we want to live, okay, to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But then look at it. If you do die, then what? You'll be right there with Yahweh Shai, all right, in the heavens. Okay. So I'm gonna end it with this one, because the whole thing of us going through this trials and tribulations is because we're arming ourselves. All right. We are equipping ourselves with the mind state, and also on a very, very lower level, the I'm trying to say it right, not the ministry, but basically the walk that Yahushua had to do, man. Okay. Getting false witnesses against him, his own, so-called people, giving him up to, the Pontius Pilate. You know what I'm saying? Getting hands put on you, suffering unimaginable pain. Come on, man. And Yahushua did all that. All right. John 15:18. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world will love his own, but because ye are not of the world, Slakia, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So it is everything against us. These demons, these spirits are against us. The left hand ones, of course. Our own family is against us. Our own people, all right, other fellow Israelites are against us. So-called Black Latinos and Native Americans. Okay, the heathen with the number one stunner. Esau, Edom, they definitely against us, man. So, hey, we just got to cleave on to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And, hey, the hard part ain't even here yet, man. Jacob's trouble is on the cusp. We're on the cusp of Jacob's trouble. And if you can't handle what the Lord, putting you through right now, then shit, I don't even know what to tell you. So, yeah. That's it. Lord willing, it was edifying. Giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahagadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. Until next time, shalom.